About 10 days ago, we told you the story about how the Los Angeles Dodgers have reversed their decision and they're now honoring this group of anti-Catholic bigots. They call themselves nuns. They're not nuns. They have nothing to do with nuns, but they dress in drag and they pretend to be nuns, and then they do, well, blasphemous behaviors, insulting Christians, Catholics, really decent people everywhere. It was horrible. It's still horrible. The event is scheduled for the middle of June. Just terrible. Meanwhile, the state of California just told the Dodgers to hold their Bud Light because they're honoring the exact same anti-Christian, anti-Catholic, bigoted group in the actual state legislature. Look.
So proud of Sister Roma and her work in the community, and I'm proud of California for standing strong to support LGBTQ people as our community is under assault in the rest of the country.
Sister Roma went on to say it's an incredible honor to have been nominated. She says being recognized not only means a lot to her, but the LGBTQ community at large.
Sister Roma. She, her, all that stuff. It's like fingernails on a chalkboard. Joining us right now is Californian Jennifer Van Laar, our great managing editor over at our RedState website, part of the Salem media family. All right, Jen, what's going on in Sacramento now?
Just when I thought Scott Wiener couldn't be a more terrible legislator, he brings Sister Roma, who is actually a gay porno producer, art director, to the floor of the Capitol to honor him, whatever it is.
Yeah. And let's just be clear here. This group, Sisters of the Perpetual Indulgence, they started in San Francisco, but they started as some reaction to Catholic doctrine that Catholics believe is handed down from God in Scripture with regard to homosexual acts, sinful in nature. Their whole purpose is to mock, blaspheme, and insult the Catholic religion. That's it.
That's it. And Christians as a whole, no Christian likes seeing a pole dancer gyrating on someone who's dressed as Jesus on the cross.
Yeah.
That's just disgusting and blasphemous and shouldn't be in any way celebrated. This group also, the San Francisco chapter, which was the initial chapter where Sister Roma is, they've partnered with the Folsom Street Fair for over 20 years, collecting money at the gate for them. And then the sisters get some of that for their charitable work. Well, at this Folsom Street Fair, when I found pictures, I had to click through all kinds of things on my internet site to say, yes, I understand that I might see graphic images. I'm over the age of 18, blah, 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 blah. And they had guys having oral sex in the middle of the street. They had sold bondage gear for toddlers there. It's just, this is what these people are about. It's not about serving the community. Their idea of serving is perpetuating their destructive narratives.
And by the way, it's insulting to gay men who don't behave this way, who don't act.
Right.
It reduces, they keep saying the community, the gay community, LGBT community. It reduces a community of Americans, individuals, God's creatures, down to a sexual act, which, I'm sorry, my friends who are gay, they are not defined by what they do sexually. They're defined by their soul, by their heart, by the content of their character. But this is the opposite of that. It's all about sex.
Yeah, and my gay friends as well, they think that this is disgusting. I haven't talked to one friend of mine who's a gay person who's thought that this was okay. None of them think it's okay in any way. And even friends that aren't Christian have said, this is still, you can't just take people's faith and just mock it. That is not what America is about.
So now, as soon as the LA Dodgers story came up, I thought of you because you are such a diehard Dodger fan. And of course, when I lived in, I'm an Angels fan, so we agree to disagree on that. Mm-hmm. But this had to be hard for you to see this happen. Where do you stand right now on your team, and is there backlash from other Dodger fans like you?
There's definite backlash from other Dodger fans like me. I mean, I'm heartbroken by it because people say, well, it's just a game, it's just a sport. But for me, I'm a mom of 3 boys. The Dodgers have been a big thing in our life that we enjoyed together as a family. Yeah. And great Americans like Vin Scully, Fernando Valenzuela, who came from Mexico and is a complete devout Catholic, Julio Urias, who had a miraculous eye surgery as a child and is now one of the top pitchers in the team, also from Mexico, also a devout Catholic. There have been a lot of stories of great players, but who are great people. And that's what the Dodgers organization has been to me over the years, and also our mutual good friend, Steven Cruiser.
Yeah.
And we're just both heartbroken by it because we were two of the people who would not participate in any boycotts of MLB, anything like that. But I decided this is the line in the sand for me. I cannot support this. I haven't watched any games since this happened, and I won't go. My son and I put all of our Dodgers gear away. I had to buy about 10 new T-shirts because that's a lot of what I wear is Dodgers gear.
Heartbreaking. And I think of our mutual friend and colleague Andrew Breitbart, who passed away, of course, 10 years ago, but he was a diehard Dodger fan. He bled Dodger blue, and he wasn't Catholic, but I assure you he would have been outraged. He would have been the tip of the spear on this. Clayton Kershaw, Dodger pitcher, he is sort of trying to mend these fences. They announced a Christian Unity Night, I guess, in late July. Nationals pitcher Trevor Williams has spoken out against this. Are the players starting to turn?
I think that a lot more of them feel the way Kershaw does, but they don't have kind of the bargaining power that Kershaw does. Kershaw can get away with saying a lot of things publicly that other players can't because of his status with the team. It's also might be his last year, so he really doesn't have any anything to lose. And he also is a devout Christian. He and his wife have a foundation set up where they actually do charitable works within the community.
Real charitable work. Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope that it's going to grow. The effort got a little bit sidetracked over the weekend because the Yankees were in town, and there's just no way you can encourage people to boycott in a big number when it's a team that rarely comes to Los Angeles and has such a legendary rivalry. Yeah. So we're back at it this week. Mostly, we're not trying to just say, you should hate these people, and it's nothing about the LGBTQ community. It's about people who are doing things that hurt children. Yeah. And about mocking religion.
Yeah. Real fast, John, I want to shift gears because I saw Gavin Newsom, your governor. He's very upset because Governor Abbott in Texas and Governor DeSantis in Florida, they're sending some illegal immigrants over to California. I don't get it. California's lost population, and I know for a fact Gavin Newsom has set up sanctuary policies statewide. He gives free health care to illegal immigrants in that state. What's his problem?
Well, he has, I forget how many acres. I think it's 7 acres along the American River. In Sacramento, he can easily house 16 people in tents or even probably within their pool house. And like you said, they have free healthcare, free college education. I don't know why he's thinking this is a problem. He thinks that people should be able to be brought into California for transgender transition surgeries against the will of one of the parents.
Or abortions.
I really don't get what his problem is.
All of the illegal migrants who are getting sent to California, they should just say, hey, we're here for abortions, and then it'll be fine. But real fast, and literally.
I shouldn't laugh, but it's ridiculous.
No. We only have 30 seconds, but he's threatening prosecution, like kidnapping. Does he even have jurisdiction?
He has no jurisdiction. Right. If it allegedly happened in Texas, how can he possibly have jurisdiction? He's a moron.
He's Gavin Newsom, damn it. He's Governor Hair Gel, and he's going to be our next president. Thank you, Jen, managing editor at RedState, part of the great Town Hall Media family, and writ large, the Salem Media family. There's more to come. You're watching O'Connor Tonight on Salem News Channel, also part of that Salem Media family.